There's this lesson that I learned at CIA that I still teach now in my training with executives and individuals and entrepreneurs, where CIA warns us not to get trapped in what's called the perfection paradox. And the perfection paradox is not the same thing as perfectionism. The perfection paradox is the idea that you keep making incremental improvements to a plan, but you never actually act on the plan. So you're seeking perfection and you're making genuine improvements, but you're not actually taking action. So the impact of your improvements is not felt. And instead, what they tell us to do is engage in something called excellence through execution. Excellence through execution is the idea that by executing, you will make mistakes, and then you will improve upon the mistakes because you will execute again. So your excellence comes from execution.
Life rewards action, not intelligence. Life rewards action, not intelligence. Took me a few years growing up to really learn this. I think my sense in school was I did quite well on exams just through intelligence without having to do a lot of work. And for me, when I was quite young, I valued intelligence over action. And I think one of the dangers is smart people, that the smarter you are, the better your excuses. The more accomplished you are in talking yourself out of taking action, in proving to yourself that every action that you could take is too small, too meaningless, and not worth it. And absolutely, you cannot do everything, but you can do one thing, and another, and another. And that's the way you make massive progress in life, by doing one thing, and another, and another. This idea that life rewards action, not intelligence. This YouTube channel, very often I sit down and think, these ideas, they're not particularly deep or wise. But what makes this channel grow, what makes you come and connect is, I guess the ideas aren't terrible, but I show up and I share them. And the matter that you show up and try and act week after week, month after month, year after year, with a little bit of intelligence, you start to get better and better and better. You start to become more articulate. So this thing, even if the action is poor action, you're going to learn something from it. And it's so easy to talk yourself out of action, but it's so important to remember that life rewards action, not intelligence, not smarts in your brain, but action into the world.
How you behave dictates and controls the quality of your thoughts, because it's what dictates how you position yourself. So it all comes down to action. That's why life, there's formulas and recipes to success, which is what I talk about. Yeah. There's ways to win. When I meet entrepreneurs, I can tell whether they're going to succeed or not based off of the patterns and behaviors that they instill and that they showcase in their life. I know people that are going to lose in life and people that are going to win based off of what? Their behavioral patterns. Patterns repeat themselves all across the universe. So we understand that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So if you see somebody inputting negative behaviors, you can very much dictate what the outcome is going to be. Yeah. Once again, if you understand these things, you begin to act in accordance to that which you want.
It's grind season, homie. It's not about today, it's about the future. You do the work now. Do the work now, and all of the shit that you could ever want to do for your family, your kids, your loved ones, it's all going to be on a whole nother stratosphere. It's time to stay focused, man.